Hi there, welcome back to my channel, Healing with Kiara. We're going to be doing another general love reading today. So with the love readings, I'll start with a signifier for the other person and a signifier for you. And like read that energy first to see if that resonates, to see if this is the right video for you. And then I'll get their energy towards you, your energy towards them, the connecting energy. Sometimes I get like past, present, future energy for more context. And then also sometimes I'll do like a deeper read into the other person's energy. So like them, where they're at, what they're doing, their energy towards you, their thoughts, their feelings. So it's just like a deep dive. And yeah, if you like this video, or you'd like a more personal style of this video, you can click the link in my description, and I have this very style of reading listed in my store, Love Readings. The other person. You. So we have the High Priestess and the Hangman and the Princess of Swords. That just fell out. This is like the bottom of the deck energy. Your signifier here is the Hermit. And the other person is the Universe. So, with your energy here, I'm seeing someone who's like drawn inward and is like kind of waiting for something. I'm noticing the how she's hanging on to like the timepiece here. I don't know what those are called, but this person, the viewer here, is being very patient. Like waiting for like divine timing here. That's what I'm getting with like the High Priestess energy and the Hanged Man. There's like a surrendering energy from the viewer here. There's some sort of divine timing. It's like waiting for something to strike. or to like go for it, or to like show yourself, and waiting to like reveal yourself here. So yeah, there's like a surrendering energy, like with the High Priestess here. That's all about having this like inner knowing or this inner knowledge or this inner wisdom of something. So with the viewer here, maybe it's like you know that it's like you're just really trying to be patient here for something, or like what I'm getting is like maybe you know, it's like something that you know is supposed to happen, and so you're just kind of like waiting for it to happen, or drawing inward and like working on yourself, and I'm getting like studying, like with the High Priestess too, like there's this energy in all of these like pictures here. There's this energy of like studying something, gaining knowledge, like drawing inward in order to kind of like refine yourself and your knowing here, your craft in some way, and like wait for the right timing to bring forward or present. You're just kind of like waiting around right now for the right opportunity to like present like this knowledge that you have, or it's like something that you just like intuitively knew like in the past. It's like you were told that something was going to go a certain way, or that something would manifest a certain way. Like you had a deeper insight or a deeper knowledge into this situation, or like you had some sort of secret or some sort of key information here that you felt like you needed to hang on to and like wait until the right moment in order to reveal something, some sort of like truth. You were just kind of like keeping it to yourself, and keeping to yourself. And then there was something that you've been just kind of like studying here, in order to know how to present like the information that you do have in the best way, like when the time comes, or to know how to like reveal yourself or reveal something here. It's like being divinely guided, like wanting to kind of like not rush things, or not like do it in your own timing, or try and have like an ego about it. I'm really trying to be led here and be guided and go about it in a way that you're being led to do it, and to do it like it's all going to manifest at the right moment here. But yeah, there's like this key secret or information, or there's like this deeper perspective or insight here that viewers been hanging on to and waiting to reveal, essentially. And then the other person's energy, we have the universe. So this is the World card. So what I'm seeing here with this card is they have many hands, and all of their hands are full, and they've been juggling a lot. And I also just noticed how they're literally like stepping on a child. I've never seen that before. That's crazy. So the first thing, I'm also seeing that there's like gold on the top of that pyramid. I've never noticed that before either. And all these little beasts around it are very interesting. So the first thing I'm noticing here is like there's many hands, and so it's like there's been a lot of things that have been being juggled all at once. Yeah, you had this other person had their hands in a lot of different things. So I'm seeing they were like really scattered and they had a lot of different priorities or like a lot of different things they were focusing on. And with the fire around it, it's like they were kind of stuck here. Like they had to kind of stay here and deal with this. They couldn't really, there wasn't really a way out. Because, okay, so what I'm seeing is they had to keep themselves occupied and focus on all of these things here and just keep themselves in this little bubble of productivity because that was like their safety net. Because like outside there's all of these like that's where all their demons are, basically. Like that's where all of the madness and the craziness and all of this stuff. If anyone has seen like the Bridgerton story about the queen and how her husband went all crazy, and when he would get under the bed, the like voices couldn't talk to him, or I don't remember exactly how it was, but when he would get under the bed, like the madness, like he could be himself. So it's like for this person, when they were staying in their little bubble of productivity and like focusing on all their different tasks, that kept them from kind of going crazy here. But what I'm seeing is this was all kind of coming from this place of like the whole reason that they were in this setting of being surrounded by so much madness here and having to fight so many demons in the first place is because they were chasing. If you see how it's like this whole darkness here, and then at the top of this pyramid it's like gold. So this person was chasing this like lifestyle, there's this dream or this idea, or like trying to get to the top here, but they were in this really dark environment, and so it was disrupting a lot of their peace and just bringing up all of these demons that they had to fight here. And so in order to keep themselves like protected, they created this little productivity bubble where they were like juggling all these things and focusing on all these things. But then that was also their own entrapment because they couldn't really step outside of it with all the fire here. But this was their goal here. So they had this thing that they were working towards here. So with the universe card, the world card, it signifies like an ending of a cycle. So what I'm seeing is like they're ending this cycle of feeling like they needed to chase this. I'm hearing like ivory tower, but they wanted this particular lifestyle, but yeah, there's a lot of darkness here, and so it was like coming off the backs of others. Like it was literally like one of those situations where like you're so money hungry to get to the top, and like the more you rise to the top, then you can step on the people below you just like the other people did to you, and it's like this never-ending cycle. And you do it and you go through it until you kind of realize like, dang, I don't want to take advantage of the 99 to become the 1% anymore. Like that doesn't necessarily sound as good as I thought it did. That was kind of a materialistic desire, right? And it also kept them trapped because then they constantly had to juggle all of these things in order to keep the cycle going. So yeah, being the 1% is not all it's cracked up to be. Yeah, I'm seeing it's like it comes off the backs of other people that are smaller than you. And it's like this cycle where then that person turns into this person and is like continues on. Yeah, nobody stays at the top forever, right? Like nobody gets to stay there forever. Everything's in a cycle, so everything cycles out eventually. So if that makes sense, if that sounds like where you're at, okay, so more of what I'm getting here is like, so maybe this key information or this key secret or this key inner wisdom that this viewer has here is like, you already saw that this wasn't going to work out. You already saw that this wasn't worth it, or like you saw the direction this was going in. And so for you, it was just a matter of time. You were just waiting for things to reveal themselves here for the other person. You had this like inner wisdom that like, that wasn't the way here. Like you're focused on deeper, more spiritual pursuits here. And so you just drew inward to focus on that and try and refine that so you could really come correct. And you were just waiting for this to manifest here and for what you already knew to be true about this type of lifestyle to just basically manifest. But it was just a period where there wasn't a lot you could do. It's one of those things where you can't tell someone, you just have to let them experience it for themselves. So you couldn't just like come in and be like, oh, you know, this isn't worth it. You like, you know, look at, like you just couldn't relay it to them. However it was like that this wasn't worth it, you know, like you had this deeper wisdom about the situation of like, there's other ways to go about things. Like life doesn't have to be this way, right? It does not have to be in that type of structured way where like your system is built on exploiting like the lowest paid employee, right? There's other ways for people to do things. And like with this card, she's like a musician here. She's like literally singing. In her book, they in the High Priestess, they traditionally do have a book with them, like representing like their knowledge or their studies or what they've gathered or their intuition or what they're focused on, like in their studies. And this is a music book, and she's like singing and putting on a show here and wearing this like really beautiful, it's like this mystical gown here that's like the clouds almost, and there's like these beautiful palm trees behind her. So she's obviously in this really beautiful place. And so what I'm hearing here is like, you had this understanding that like life doesn't have to be a certain way. You don't always have to be caught up in this cog in the machine of just like, if I don't show up and do my part, then this whole thing can't keep churning, you know, corporate America here. Like, it doesn't have to be this way where like you're so caught up and you have so much debt and you're so focused on this career and you have so many things that you're juggling all the time that you're just so caught up and that you have to show up every single day, or else everything is literally going to fall apart. It's like having to keep yourself in this cycle, that bubble of productivity, right? Like you're kind of trapped in that situation. And so you had this like deeper knowing or this deeper understanding that life could be different and you can go about things in different ways. Some people pretend or act like there's this like rule book or there's this way you have to go about things in life and this ladder you have to climb. And then there's other people that are just like creative and they're trendsetters and they think outside the box, and they have access to information that's just a little bit different, be it like actually physically in the world, or just like there's just this intuition that some people have that like it's okay to go about things in a different way and to like pursue your dreams. So maybe you believed in this person that like whatever maybe they had like a passionate dream or like some sort of creative endeavor or some sort of talent, and you believed in this person that they could do more, and you were just waiting for them to kind of wake up and want to exit this cycle here on their own. But yeah, the biggest thing I'm getting like with you is like you had this inner knowing that this was going to go a certain way, or that this was a certain type of vibe, and so you had to kind of like isolate and retreat for yourself and just like wait for the right time for them to go through the process and go through the cycle and see it for themselves as well. And so you just had to be really, really patient here and like wait for the right moment, like wait for them to go through it themselves and kind of complete the cycle themselves in order to be able to come forward here with this like inner knowing that you already had. With like the timepiece here, it's just in that like divine timing for them to get to a place where they're ready and open to receive this. Like, I'm just getting like you just have a lot of this like inner knowledge and this just like inner understanding, or like life experience and just like intuition into like yeah, I'm getting like you can balance out here, like you see and you understand. There's like this key and this secret in life that some people don't have, or they just don't get yet. That it's like you can be partially tapped into this like world that we're supposed to be tapped into, and then you can partially be tapped into like the fantasy world and your dreams and your passions and spirit and whatever that is to you. And both of them can kind of like blend together and create your reality and create your life. But some people are just so caught up in this like structured 3D, like how things are supposed to be, and like this ladder we're supposed to climb, and these like achievements and these milestones we're supposed to hit, that it's like they're never stepping into that other more creative, passionate side where you're like creating your life into something. That's what I'm getting here with like her outfit, is like this is a life that she has manifested and created for herself based off of her inner knowing that you can blend like with the white and the, or the black and the white pole pillars here. It's like you can blend like the more structured, what was I calling it here before, the more structured, productive side of yourself with the more creative, sensual side of yourself, and you can start to create like a reality that is true to you here. So it's just like this very unique knowing that yeah, there's certain rules you can break, and like you can do certain things and still have success. Okay, let's get deeper into it just before it ends up being too long here. Right, their energy towards you. Your energy towards them. Oh my gosh. I feel like this one wants to come out in the reverse. Okay, we're just going to take it in the reverse. I'll take that one and get one more. And this is a connecting energy. Oh yeah, Empress. So they really see you as this like divine feminine energy. They see you as this really, really beautiful, like you've really drawn them in here with like your approach of just like pulling back and just there was like a confidence to like you just being like, okay, well I already know how this is going to go, so I'm going to focus on me and what I'm doing and what I know to be true, and like your studies and your intuition. And that really drew this person in here. Like how all these animals, like the bunnies and the bird and all the flowers, like everything's like attracted to her. Like she's drawing everything in here. I think that's like a giant seed in her lap. So it's like the seeds that she's planted here are all like growing in her favor. Oh, these are butterflies. So yeah, literally everything is like coming into this girl. Like it's like that Snow White type of vibe. So yeah, this person is really, really drawn towards you right now. They just see you as this effortless, like free-flowing, beautiful, like free spirit type of person. And they are really, really admiring that. Okay, so yeah, your energy towards them, we have the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Wands in reverse. But this is even just now, like I almost dropped it. So we'll just maybe say it's sideways. So with the 9 of Wands, we have strength. So it can be about like being like really protective or defensive. So you're kind of like expecting someone to come at you. It can also be about like stopping to rest before you continue forward. So this is in the reverse. So what I'm getting is like if you had to get kind of like defensive or protective towards them, or you, like I was saying before, like you just felt like you needed to take a time out in order for them to get to a certain place, or to like see something for themselves, or to like make a choice to like end a cycle and move forward in a certain direction here for themselves. You're coming out of this energy here and being more receptive towards them. So if you had your guard up before, or you were like kind of protective and defensive towards them, that energy is kind of turning around. But it's very hesitant. Like with it, it was just like all over. Like I had a hard time, and then I almost even dropped it, moving it over here. So I feel like it's kind of sideways. Like you're in the process of turning this around. Like you're in the process of being like, okay, are they ready? Have they really, like you're just kind of like, should I let my guard down here? You don't want to be affected by any of these like outside demons that they were fighting with this lifestyle here that they were caught up in. So there's like a hesitancy and a defensiveness here, but there's a lot of passion. Like you feel very, very, very passionately towards them. And so I feel as though that is kind of overruling your overall energy here. Yeah, so we have the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. Oh. So the Queen of Cups is like pouring out her energy for the Emperor. So what I'm getting here is like, because they're having these realizations and they're so drawn to you, they're wanting to step up and like match you and be in this Emperor energy here. And you realizing you can kind of like let your guard down, and you don't have to be so protective and so defensive, because they are changing here, or there is a shift or a change in their behavior is causing you to want to open up here and like pour out all of that stuff, like with the, like how everything that you were waiting for here, everything that you were like holding back and just being like, okay, well, I'll just wait until the right time to present, like to reveal, like with the Page of Swords energy earlier, Princess of Swords energy earlier, is like um, all of the stuff that you've been like holding back and like waiting to reveal to them or to show them, you're wanting to like pour that out now. You're wanting to like let your guard down here and pour all of that energy and all of those, like everything that you were keeping inside before that you were really holding back. There's a lot of passion and energy towards them. So everything that you were like holding in and keeping back and feeling like, okay, well, they're really distracted right now and they have a lot going on and they have a lot of other things they're focused on. So you just felt like you just couldn't really say a lot at that time. You felt like you just had to keep it to yourself, or your hands were kind of tied in the situation because they just weren't in a place where they were ready. And now that they're starting to see you like this and they're really starting to make these shifts and like end this cycle here, you want to like pour all of this energy into them. You want to give them all of this energy that you've been like hanging on to and like patiently waiting. You also see them as like this divine counterpart. It's like they want to step up and be your match, but you also feel that way and you see them as that, and so you want to give them that like Queen of Cups energy. But the main thing I'm getting is like how her water is like overflowing here, is like you want to pour all of that, like with the High Priestess energy, all of that like deeply rooted, just like intuitive knowledge is like in connection with these like very passionate feelings that you have for them. So maybe you feel this like really, really spiritual, divine connection for them, like with the Emperor and the Empress. Like you feel like this is just like a really, really spiritual, deep connection. And so there was like so much to it, and that you couldn't like reveal all of that and share all of that to them because they were still caught up in this world, this like more 3D world where they would have like gotten freaked out by that or thought that was too much. But now they're starting to like wake up here and see things a little bit differently. So now you want to like give them all of that, everything that you were like hanging on to. So you just felt like they weren't ready or it wasn't time, and so you were really, really patient here. And you like waited for the right time. Just gonna get past, present, and future. Oh God. Yeah. Let's just get one card, Spirit, please. Oh, okay. Okay, so yep, in the past there was a death here for sure. You just knew that something wasn't time, but there was like this inner knowing or this inner intuition that it was going to cycle back and there would be a time to like present the information or the knowledge or like the little secret, the key that you held, just like about life and just your perspective that you had. You knew that there would be a time where this would revitalize and you would be able to share this. So you were just really, really patient here until the time was right for this to like reemerge here. So that's the past. And then we have the Two of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here. So with the Two of Wands, that's like making a choice, like deciding if something is worth it or not, or if you really want to go through something here, like with the fire in front. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, and this was on the bottom of the deck earlier. So I'm seeing that you're both waking up and realizing that this is worth it, like going about things in the way, in this like more feminine, intuitive way of like earning earning money here, and like pursuing like endeavors here. Like it seems like before you have like that confidence that the high priestess there had before, of just like, yeah, you can blend both things together. You can kind of live in both worlds and create this beautiful reality. When you're sitting there contemplating both sides, in the pre-stages, it feels like this huge, it looks like this huge fire. Like it seems like this really, really overwhelming, scary thing that you're gonna have to go through in order to change your life and to like go about things, just in a different way here, like in a less, I want to say less masculine, but I don't even know if that's correct, but just like in a less like corporate America style, basically. It just seems so foreign and so different and so scary. But with it being in the reverse here, it's like there's a willingness to like change the way you're going about things, and have like a different perspective here. So this is the present energy. So that's what's going on right now. It's like, yeah, there's a shift right now. And in the present, we have the King of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing is like, for that more masculine energy, it's like a willingness to, like with the Three of Pentacles here, he's being really creative. So the masculine here is like going to find a way to work or to go about like making money in like a more creative way. They're going to be willing to compromise and do things differently than they have in the past, be more open to new ideas, and like find a way to express themselves in a more creative way. They're gonna, yeah, find more creative ways to like make money and be successful here, and realize that you can like still express yourself and be creative, and then still be like this supportive provider, like structured person that like has nice things. That's what I'm seeing with the dragon, is like you can still have like nice, cool, unique, interesting things, and then like express yourself and live this like creative life. You know, like you can have the best of both worlds here. So yeah, you had this secret. You knew that they were capable. You just had this inner knowing, because you're just like just one of those types of people. Like you just knew that this person could go about things differently, and that they didn't have to stay caught up in this cycle here. And just because of your approach, now it's really drawn them towards you. And they're like, wow, like even how all these animals are like drawing in towards you, they're like, wow, like she literally attracts things to her. Like it seemed really scary and foreign and like overwhelming and different before, and they're like, there's no way I could do that, that's crazy. But now they're like, oh my gosh, like she literally like draws things into her. Like she draws money opportunities into her. Like it literally comes to her. Like she doesn't even have to do anything. And they're like, I'm even just drawn into her without her even having to do anything. Like she didn't even she just accepted it and just went and did her own thing and started working on herself and didn't even like care about me, you know what I mean, and focus on me. And so they're like, they're seeing that like you have this secret, or like you have something here that they're really, really drawn to. And so they're changing their ideas about how they would have felt about something like this in the past, and they're realizing, yeah, she's got it. Like she's still on her money game. Like I can still have this really, really cool life, and then like also take her advice. With like the Three of Pentacles, it's like being open to outside ideas. Like I can take her advice on like different things, and like be open to her, like, making suggestions with the finances, and, like, we can still have this really cool, like, life and live this certain type of life and have certain type of things and do certain type of unique experiences that are important to me. Like, I can still have the same quality of life and be a creator, or just, like, do something that expresses myself in a unique and different way. And then with the Ten of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, so it's like this this happy, carefree. It's like, now that I'm not so caught up in this wheel and this, like, 9 to 5, like, climbing this ladder, like, whatever, you know, now that my hands aren't so tied up in so many things, I'm not chasing this here, I'm not, like, stuck in my productivity bubble. I have time to, like, take vacations and go do things with the people that I love and have fun experiences and build sandcastles and kick around and just have a good time, you know, play with each other, like, experience childlike freedom and, like, playing together and just, like, love on each other. And so we have the Five of Cups right underneath that, and I just saw, like, disappointment when I was putting this down, and I feel like they're a little bit disappointed that they didn't realize this in the past. They're, like, just slightly disappointed. There's a part of them that's kind of, like, looking at all the times in the past, and they're like, dang, I can't believe I was so focused on all this other stuff that I missed out on all these opportunities to have all these cool, fun experiences with the people that I cared about. But then they're also seeing these two other cups here, and they're like, okay, well, you know, there's still time. We can still have these type of times together. Like, they're still having these realizations and willing to go for it. But they are, like, a little bit disappointed that in the past they weren't able to see this. They feel like they missed out on a lot of opportunities with you in the past. And, like, just people that they care about in general. Okay, real quick, we're just going to do a deep dive into them. Oh, Lordy. Okay, Spirit, come on. Them. Where they're at. What they're doing. Their energy towards you. Their thoughts. And their feelings. Okay, so for them, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Where they're at, we have the High Priestess in reverse. And the Star. So yeah, this is more of what I was saying before. Like, where they're at right now is they are just now, they're trying to figure out how to shift their energy and shift into this energy and like find the same secret you found or find the same key you found. They're trying to figure out how to, they're just starting to like attract things to them rather than doing what everybody else is telling them to do all the time. And they're just starting to like see the beauty in their work and all of these things. And so with what they're doing with the star, I'm seeing like they're trying to follow, like I have this image of like they're literally following the North Star, trying to figure out how they get to this place of just like kind of having this inner knowing and creating this, being able to blend all these different worlds together. They're just figuring out how to do it. Like they're just on their journey right now of trying to like follow their intuition. They're just trying to figure it out. So they're trying to find their path right now. And so they're trying to like be guided by the light in front of them, right? And so it's like they're just starting to figure out their intuition and what their intuition is and how to follow it. How there's like this bright thing here. There's like, they're just figuring out that there's this thing within them that can highlight the direction they need to go in, and they're just seeing that and following it and figuring it out. And like with the water here and pouring the water here, it's like they're just figuring out how to like let that nourish them and how to like provide for themselves and sustain for themselves on their other path. Like for me, when I first went out on my spiritual journey and I first started doing things differently, one of the hardest things for me was like, okay, how do I like nourish myself now in this different way? Like how do I continue to take care of myself? Because it was just so different. And that's what I'm seeing here is like they're just in those beginning steps of like learning where to go and how to go about things, and again, like how to follow their intuition and actually transmute that into like practically getting the things that they need in real time by going about it in a different way and going down this different path. So they don't feel like they have it all like dialed in yet. They don't like they don't have the answers just yet. Like they don't have it all figured out just yet. They're just starting to like harvest here. Yeah, so I'm hearing like, how can I meet my needs now? So they're developing that sense of intuition. Like for you, you may already be to a place where you know how to like work with spirit to manifest the things that you need in order to take care of yourself in your life, and so you don't have to rely on the 3D as much. But when you're just starting to like use your intuition a little bit more, right, and like follow your guides more, and just like wake up to all of these like really different ideas, it's just really scary and overwhelming, and they're just learning how to like go through the fire and be able with the fish here, they're just learning how to like communicate. Like with you, like you just draw these animals in, like you're already on this like Snow White level, and they're just learning how to like communicate with other animals, and like that sounds weird, but like communicate with other beings and like read energy and like experience like life around them, like with animals and nature and everything. Like they're just learning how to see messages and signs and that, and communicate with that, and like hear spirit through all of these beings that it's created. And it's just learning to like be friends with like the little fish, because before, remember, they were like caught up in this wheel of like everything they were doing and everything they were upholding was on the backs of someone smaller than them, right? It's like the 1% is taking advantage of all the little people, the people that they deem to be smaller than them, right? It's not real little people. Regular humans that deserve just as much as them, but it's just not from the perspective of the reality of the way things are in our society. So, what I'm seeing is like these fish, like this is like symbolism for realizing that they may be a big fish in a small pond, but they need to learn how to work with like all of the fish here and like be friends with all of the fish in order to like start to co-create with their environment around them to manifest what they want, because you need the help of all of these random people along the way that you maybe once thought were so much smaller than you, but these little fish might have the secret to kind of help get you to the next stage, because you're just blindly following this star right now. So you're just learning that they're just learning that they're going to meet all of these like people along the way that are different than them, that are going to teach them something, and it's really going to help them go on their journey of like just learning how to co-create with the environment around them, and just go about things in a different way. They just don't quite have it all figured out yet. They don't know quite exactly right now how to follow the signs that they've been given. They're just figuring it out. So their energy towards you is the Wheel of Fortune in the universe. So what I'm seeing is like, because they're ending this cycle here, they want to come out of this cycle and move into like this positive new cycle with you. It's like with the Wheel of Fortune, they're like shifting towards you in a really positive way. They're like wanting to focus on you and like give their energy towards you, to like leave all of this here that they were juggling before and like this whole thing that they were caught up in before, and shift gears here and focus on you. Their thoughts, we have the Princess of Swords. So that's like what I was saying before with like, you were waiting for certain information to reveal itself, and you may not have even revealed it yet. You may not have even really had the chance to talk to them yet and be like, oh yeah, like I already knew this. You were going to realize that wasn't going to work out, and you were going to realize you were going to have to change or whatever, you know, like you may have not even said any of these things yet, but this has been revealed to them on their own. Like they're naturally having these thoughts or coming to these conclusions on their own. It's just like, sometimes it's just the truth, right? And so then everyone comes to like a universal truth here. So whatever you were waiting for with the Wheel of Fortune too, it's like divine timing. Like everything's finally in place here now. Whatever you were waiting for to like come to light or to be revealed or to come out or for them to see, they're starting to see that. These are their thoughts towards you here. So it's quite frankly all they can think about, actually. In their feelings, we have the Princess of Wands. And so I'm seeing how she's like, at the top here, like it seems like she's like celebrating and dancing on these flames and like wanting to extend this out and like offer this as like, it's like a celebration, but I'm seeing someone who wants to like reach out and offer you a gift here. It's like they feel as though they do want to go through this fire, how there was that wall of fire before, like it is worth it to go through it, and they want to figure out how to like overcome the fire here and like overcome themselves and rise above and be able to extend something tangible out to you. Like that's how they feel. They feel as though they would like to be able to offer you something here and be able to come out on top of this energy with like some perspective. So with the princess, that's like the page energy, and so they're just now starting out on their journey of figuring out how to do all of this, and so they're really, really passionate and just like excited about this right now. Like there's a lot that like new, like when you just now start a new thing or you start learning new things and you're really, really excited and you want to like share them. It's like all of this stuff that they're like learning how to face and overcome. It's like, it's just, they want to celebrate it with you and share it with you, and they're really, really excited and passionate here. Okay, we'll just get just one oracle card. We have the bottom of the deck, we have power. So this is about taking back any power that was taken from you or given, or also realizing how powerful you actually are, how powerful your true nature is. So this could be like them waking up to realize how powerful they are and can be, and how powerful you are. We also have veiled. So what I'm getting from this is like, you had to kind of keep parts of yourself veiled where you had this like inner truth here, and you had to wait for the right moment for this other person to go through their process and come to the conclusions on their own and like see things for themselves here. There was just a lot that couldn't be revealed at a certain time. And so now as this person is going on their journey and kind of like waking up and having their own realizations on their own, you're able to like unveil certain parts of yourself that you had to like keep to yourself. And so both of you are going to be able to see each other in a deeper light here. Reach out. So maybe they're thinking about reaching out here, or they've been wanting to reach out and like kind of like share all of this with you that they've been going through here. I need more balance, and the Ace of Cups. So yeah, I feel like they would tell you, like, just like I said here, like they're not quite there yet, and they don't quite have it all figured out. They're like just going out on their journey of like learning how to listen and follow their intuition here, and seek the signs, listen to their spiritual guides, wake up to all of this stuff. So they're trying to balance all of that out here. So they're in the process of like ending this cycle and shifting their energy here. But we have reach out on the bottom of the deck with Ace of Cups. And so I feel like that goes towards this Princess of Wands energy that they have towards you. So they have a lot of really passionate feelings here with the Ace of Cups. That's like the Ace of Cups in tarot. It's like wanting to present like an emotional offer here. Wanting to present your cup There's like an opportunity here for like an emotional new beginning. They have like, this is how they feel, just very passionate, like they really want to share something with you here. Yeah, so we have my life started when I met you, and I am manifesting you underneath that. So that's under the reach out here. So yeah, you have like a really strong hold on this person, and they're realizing like the feelings that they have for you are very, very powerful here. And so you're just really shifting this person's whole perspective, and it's completely leading to, like I said, a new emotional opportunity here for like just like a new chance, a new start. They recognize that they needed to be more balanced before and not just be so caught up and focused on other things. Yeah, because they were so out of balance and they had their hands so caught up in all of these other things here. They were so preoccupied and just so caught up in this cycle. It allowed all of this stuff to go like unseen, and so it created all of this like emotional distance in the relationship, and they're realizing just how much they really, really care about you and how deep and intense their feelings are because of this. And so it is leading to them really, really wanting to come to you and present a new emotional offer with you, and also like explain to you like all of these realizations that they've come to, and it'll give you the chance to like reveal everything that you knew before too, because that's basically everything that they're going to be saying. They're going to be saying everything you already thought, basically, because that's what they're thinking now too. Yeah, and they feel really, really passionately here. So yeah, this was really positive. This was a lot more positive than some of the last few days general love readings. But yeah, I want to post like one every day. So tune in tomorrow for another one. If this resonates with you or you want more personal reading, you can click the link in my description, and I actually have love readings available. And what you just saw here is going to be like a good example of what I would do in a love reading. So yeah, thank you. Hope you have a great day.